What is that horrific smell? Sadly, that horrible smell just happens to be me. I feel like I have a half of a boat full of rotting fish combined with a couple 5-gallon containers of kimchi in my backpack. Oh my. Headed into Waynesboro, Virginia for a Nero and do some laundry, some much needed laundry. Grab a shower, get cleaned up, resupply. I'm gonna visit the outfitter there, see if they can help me out with some new trekking pole tips. Spent the evening in the Paul Wolf shelter. I was gonna shoot for Waynesboro last night. I had an additional 5 miles to go. It was at the end of the evening. I was gonna go for it. And then we had some pretty bad thunderstorms come through the area. I got caught up in one of them up on top of the mountain, and it actually caused me to have my first fall since I returned to the trail back at mile 319. So hurt my pride more than anything. Was trying to cross over a blowdown, stepped across, thought I was good, and just slipped in the mud, and the slow motion action began as I fought the fall with every, you know, tooth and nail and fabric of my soul and finally just slid to the ground. But you know, kind of reminded me of the Rev back in the day talking about the Silver Surfer when we were up in the mountains in the wintertime, and he was coming down the mountain and slid on the ice and snow, and he was basically skiing halfway down the mountain before it finally came to a climactic end when he hit the dirt or the ice. Spent the evening last night at the Paul Wolf shelter area. Beautiful shelter area. Probably the nicest, well, I guess one of the 2 nicest shelters that I've seen in the state of Virginia. And ran into Gary, who was there for the evening, and he was testing out his new Big Agnes tent. And boy, did I ever get a test last night with the thunderstorms that rolled through there. Gary and I both just so happened to be huge YouTube junkies, and come to find out he's actually one of my subscribers. So Gary, hey man, it was great meeting you. Certainly enjoyed the hours of conversation we had last evening, and I wish you well with your shoulder, and enjoy your time out here in the woods. He's out probably 3 weekends a month out here in different sections down here in Virginia, and he loves the trail every bit as much as I do. So best of luck to you, Gary. Again, it was great meeting you. So last evening I received a message from my buddy Soggy back home in Waynesboro, Pennsylvania, and he says, hey man, he says, where are you at and what are you doing? I told him I was heading into Waynesboro, Virginia, and he said, hey, he said, how about if I come down tomorrow, pick you up at the trailhead, and he said, I'll shuttle you around. He's familiar with the area, and he's done hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles of the AT. And he said, yeah, he said, I'll come down and we'll do lunch. I'll take you to the outfitter and make sure you are able to get everywhere you need to go. And that's really cool. So Soggy, he will probably be here at the trailhead when I get out here at Rockfish Gap. Looking forward to seeing you, brother. So we are once again pushing north into that other town of Waynesboro. I have about 3.5 miles to go to the trailhead. The weather is starting to clear up, and it is a beautiful, beautiful day. This is actually not a water source, everybody. This is actually the trail. as a result of all the rain that we've had for days on end. Hey everybody, look who it is. It's my buddy Soggy. Hey, how's it going, brother?
He's got some more fuel in his tank.
Hey, I got a question for you. You like kimchi?
Kimchi, sure.
All right, we'll talk more about it when we get in the car.
Bags in there because I put, you know, the same thing in multiple bags.
I didn't notice you at all.
All right, everyone. Fast forward to Monday, June 22nd. I have entered Shenandoah National Park, pushing north, and I am now in Potomac Appalachian Trail Club territory. That is my home trail club, and it feels great to be closer to home. And it really does feel like home here. The trail looks awesome so far, even though maintenance hasn't been done for a while. But I wanted to go ahead and finish up Sunday, June 21st. Which is actually Father's Day. Had total mileage into Waynesboro, Virginia of 5 miles from the, I believe it was the Paul C. Wolf shelter area. And my good buddy Soggy came down from Pennsylvania to pick me up and drove 3 hours to get there. Took me into Scandinavianz. We grabbed some lunch together. He took me to the Outfitters Rockfish Creek Outfitters. Or I'm sorry, Rockfish Gap Outfitters. Got myself equipped with some new trekking pole tips. So that worked out great. And he took me on over to Scandinavianz Hostel in Waynesboro, Virginia. Got checked in there. Had a fantastic experience at Scandinavianz. Glenn and Spice and the staff there, they were absolutely awesome. Place was very, very clean. Had super fast internet. And they even treated us to a spaghetti dinner last evening. So hats off to Scandinavianz and the staff there. Highly, highly recommend their facility there in Waynesboro. And it's my understanding they also have one a little further south in Glasgow, although I did not stay there. So I want to send a special shout out to Soggy. Thanks, brother, for coming down. It was great seeing you. Somebody from back home. And that kind of led into the rest of the day being Father's Day. And you know, I gotta admit, everybody, the past 24 hours has been really tough. Really tough. It's actually afternoon here now on Monday the 22nd, and I've barely been able to turn the camera on today. Just missing home. Of course, it didn't help much that I was in Waynesboro, Virginia, and everything I had seen reminded me of my hometown and the people there. Out and about, going past Waynesboro Fire Department, and I have a lot of friends at home at our fire and EMS, and I'm really proud of the community that I come from at home, and I know a lot of people are watching. So you know, it's been kind of a tough day today. Great Father's Day. Heard from both my daughters, and you know, of course, that meant a lot to me, and I have a lot to be thankful and grateful for, and they're two of the single biggest blessings in my entire life. And got to talk to my sweetheart last night. Had a chance to FaceTime with her, and I know she's had a tough time at home too. And it's just kind of catching up to me, you know. I really haven't been able to FaceTime because of lack of cell phone signal, and Scandinavianz was spot on with that lightning fast internet, so it's almost like I could reach out and touch my sweetheart through the phone screen. And it's taken all day to gather myself up. You know, I told everybody early on this journey that, you know, I realized coming into this trip isn't, you know, all sunshine and rainbows and unicorns, and I'm really lucky so far. You know, I've had my mind in the right place pretty much the whole time, and I'm thankful to have been able to do that. But and I am counting my blessings. You know, couldn't be more proud of my two daughters and my sweetheart. She has 3 children of her own that are 3 amazing children. I've been so blessed to be able to share in their lives. And I'm under 200 miles away from home. When you're out here and you start hitting those 100-mile milestones, and they start to, you know, you get a little faster and they start to tick on by, you know, 200 miles seems like 20 miles sometimes. So as far as my mindset today, I was really lucky to be around Mismatch and Freefall this morning. You know, they listened a little bit, and the thing is, you know, I'm not upset. I'm just really appreciative of what I have at home, and I'm really missing that right now. It's like if I could push a button and fast forward a little bit, I would hit that. But you know, homesickness takes a lot of people off the trail, and make no mistake, you know, I want to be home, but this is where I want to be. And I know if I came home today and gave up this journey, I know that both of my daughters and my sweetheart would both pretty much kick me right back out the door. So I really am in this for the long haul, but it's not just me out here. There's some days that I feel incredibly selfish for coming out here and walking away from my family, but you know, when I receive messages or hear from my daughters and they tell me how proud they are of me for everything I'm doing out here and for going for it and for living my dreams, and you know, that's what I've taught them to do. You know, that's what I've raised them to do, and I've been so proud of them. But to hear them say that they're so proud of their dad means the world to me, and that's nothing to be upset over. I mean, it's, you know, I'm glowing over here, but just wanted to share that. You know, there's a lack of a lot of footage today, but this is also my diary, and that's the most important thing that I want to take away from this. And I've invited everyone to join me in this journey, and that support not only comes from home, but it comes from all of my subscribers, and I'm so grateful for all of you too. So let's move forward past this, but just had to kind of get that off my chest. It's afternoon right now, actually late afternoon. Kind of dragging my feet. I'm headed to I believe it's called Black Rock or Black something shelter. Got about 6 miles to go. And the thing is about Shenandoah National Park, you have limited camping areas. Yeah, you must stay in the designated either campgrounds or the they call them huts here, not shelters. And I'm right in the middle of a 13-mile water carry. I do have some water with me, but I'm looking forward to chugging some good old mountain water here when I get settled in later tonight. Keep smiling, beaming with pride, grateful to be out here, pushing north, and 2 southbound hikers just warned me of a rattlesnake up ahead. So I think I've made it clear that I'm not really afraid of bears, which I'll probably see some here. But one of my genuine fears is venomous snakes. So I'm going to be tiptoeing through the trail for the next couple of miles. Calf Mountain Shelter, everyone, mile 872. Sawmill Run Overlook, mile 874.8. Skyline Drive, everyone. Do want to send another thank you out to Soggy. Thanks for coming down, brother. Shuttling me around. Thanks for treating me to lunch. He's had my back on a lot of things, even when I was off trail. Spent some time out hiking with him, and he understands. You know, he understands the love for the trail, and he's done a tremendous amount of trail magic for so many hikers coming through the area. He's helped so many people out from, you know, shuttling them around, treating them to lunch and everything. So thanks, Soggy. Also want to say a sincere thank you to everybody back home, everyone at my camp, MTTC. Shout out to everybody there. Thank you so much for looking after Nancy and helping her, and offer not only, you know, your assistance at the campground, but your friendship as well. Is so much appreciated. And everyone at home, friends, neighbors, everyone who's been checking in on her and lending a hand. And also want to send a shout out to my sister-in-law, but she is my sister, Sue, at home. I love you, Sue. I miss you. And look forward to seeing everybody, all my family, when I get back to the area. All right, everybody, life on the AT can change on a dime. And something definitely put a smile on my face today as I was heading into the Black Rock hut area. Came out to the trailhead, and none other than Fresh Ground was at the freaking trailhead just before the shelter, making his way south to catch more hikers. And he was actually set up and fed us dinner. Boy, that definitely turned my mood around from earlier today. So also, he had the bright idea of, he said, how about if we go up the road and get a campsite at Loft Mountain Campground? So that's where we're actually at right now this evening. And it's going to give us, or give me, about 21.5 miles on the trail today. Great day for that. Had perfect weather. And we're up here with a few other through hikers. And forgive me for not getting the names of the other couple that has joined us here this evening. They have already made their way to Katahdin, and they've come back to finish up Shenandoah National Park. So also Billy and Rudy are with us here this evening. So yeah, I had a few clouds in my day earlier. Of course, we already talked about that and everything, and day definitely changed for the better. So we're all set up, gonna get some sleep, and we're actually gonna get back down to the same trailhead we were at earlier, and he's gonna prepare breakfast for everybody in the area of the Black Rock hut area. So that's gonna do it for me, wrapping things up. Thanks so much for watching Wild on the Trail, and we'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Take care, everybody. Good night.